Hello, everybody. This is Brian. That is Adam. We are the Chocolate Bros. We are the owners of Fortunato Chocolate, a place that exists in the minds of chocolate lovers throughout the cosmosphere.
And also in the real world.
And also in the real world, we have a retail store in Issaquah, Washington. We have a website, which is fortunatochocolate.com. We buy our cacao from the far north of Peru, one genetic variety called Pure Nacional. Fortunato is a farmer whom we have named the company after because he's a dear friend of ours. And the purest ever found Nacional cacao tree ever genetically tested was found on his farm. Of the 6 trees we tested, the 4th one was the purest. That's why our chocolate is called Fortunato. Number 4, to continue.
Yeah, keep going.
To continue, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Chocolate Bros Chocolate Reviews. We are doing a series of chocolate reviews because it's summer. You may have noticed it's getting warm outside. If you're in Texas, it's really getting warm outside. Florida, Hawaii, it's getting hot out there. And it's really tough for a lot of people to buy our chocolate online as they might do other times of the year because we don't use thermal packaging materials. So we decided to review other companies' chocolate bars for a couple of reasons. One, it might be hard for some of our amazing, loyal, wonderful customers to get ours during the summer. And 2, we eat so much of our own chocolate and have for so many years, we wanted to try other companies' chocolate and see what's out there and see if we're hanging in there with the competition. Also, we're focusing not on high-end artisan craft style bean-to-bar maker bars. We're focusing on supermarket-type chocolate that you can get at a supermarket, maybe even a specialty store, or a big box store like a Walmart or a Target or a Fred Meyer. This is chocolate that's accessible. We're doing everything from what we would call candy to nicer bars at higher percentages. And I think that basically covers it. Adam, you got anything else to say?
I think you know. I like this little move with the hand that you did. That's new.
Huzzah.
We'll be reviewing other people's bars.
And we shall.
Yeah. Very good, Brian. Yeah, I think you covered it all. So
there was one thing I left out. This guy sitting next to me is a published author whose book, Finding Fortunato, we should really have a copy of the book to show at this point in the episode.
I have one over here.
Yes.
We're in our office
has just come out. If you're interested in finding out the story of our chocolate company and a little bit about our family, which based on the banter of this podcast, you're going to want to know about the family.
You're going to want to know about the family.
Then look for that on Amazon or on our website or come into the retail store. Any book that you buy from our website, fortunatochocolate.com, comes signed.
By both of us.
By both of us with a lovely inscription. And we just appreciate you guys being here. So let's get into the chocolate.
Hey, by the way, this banter is on the fly.
Yes.
In the book, it's simmered down to a potent concentrate.
Oof.
How do you like this wordplay right here, man? You see, I'm a
mean,
published author, man.
Potent concentrate. Your wordplay strong.
Potent. Simmered down to a potent concentrate, bro.
Write that down and use that in your next book.
So the banter in this, if you like this, the book is it's going to blow your mind. Yes. Here's the bar. You wanted to say something about that?
I just was going to say, like, simmered down to a potent concentrate could probably either be the title of your next book or maybe what we put on your gravestone.
Simmered down to a potent concentrate. I'm not sure why that would apply, but this is why I write the books.
That's right.
Your metaphors.
That's why they won't even let me write the inscriptions on tombstones.
Your metaphor is like a little dicey.
I'm not good at it.
Okay, so we got this bar. I guess I ripped off the corner here before we had a chance to show it.
Come on, Adam. We're supposed to be professionals here.
All right, this is not holding
And
up.
now you're covering the title.
So I just want to show this is a Chuao bar. The name of this brand is Chuao.
So that's the brand.
That's the brand.
We're going to make a distinction between the brand and the origin of the cacao.
And this is their totally tangy. You see,
Totally tangy
the
mango.
corner here completed the word totally.
Yeah.
Totally tangy mango. So a little bit about what we know about the word Chuao and also the company. Why don't you give us a primer quickly on what the significance of the name Chuao is?
Chuao is a place name in the country of Venezuela. It's on the northern, on the Gulf shore, the Gulf of Mexico, north shore of Venezuela. And Chuao is a place like beloved in the hearts of chocophiles everywhere. That is where the purest known instance of Venezuelan criollo, which is a genetic type of cacao, an old, ancient, heirloom genetic type of cacao, is known to grow. It's not far from there's also another area there called Sur del Lago. It's Lake, I want to say Lake Maracaibo, maybe?
Maracaibo.
Lake Maracaibo. And Chuao, I believe, is on the western edge of that lake. And it's known, famous, worldwide, for its criollo cacao that has white porcelana beans. In fact, porcelana is really only properly used in the context of criollo beans coming from that area of Venezuela. This bar is made by a company called Chuao, which is run by a Venezuelan who no longer lives in Venezuela.
Yeah.
And these beans do not come from that.
We don't know. Well, hold on. We're not.
Okay, we'll talk about why I suspect it.
We're going to talk about why you suspect it. We haven't even tasted. We haven't even
That's
broken
right.
the bar.
That's right.
So I would also say we're originally from San Diego.
Yes.
And these guys are based out of Carlsbad, California, which is in North County, San Diego.
Right, in between San Diego and Los Angeles.
Yeah, North County, San Diego, in between San Diego and Los Angeles. We actually I want to say maybe 13 or 14 years ago, had a discussion about selling cocoa beans to this company. At that time, I am pretty sure that these guys did source their cacao exclusively from Venezuela.
And may still buy beans from Venezuela.
And I think, if I recall,
from that or other
maybe
places.
we're going to taste the chocolate and see if we can ascertain anything. But at that time, they had a chocolate shop, I believe, in Carlsbad. We didn't end up selling them cacao, but they were. I think they might have been brothers, but yeah, it was a Venezuelan family that had started making chocolate bars. And I remember maybe the first time I saw them in a grocery store. So I bought this at QFC, which is a Kroger-owned grocery store. I bought this bar for $4.99. I remember the first time I saw them in a grocery store and thought, okay, well, that little company is starting to scale out.
Right.
And now they're really widely
And
distributed.
for reference, I would say the kind of beans that you get from Chuao would go only into the finest of fine
general,
chocolate
yes.
bars. You can't find that kind of chocolate in a grocery store typically. And when you're getting your beans from a location that you want to publicize because it adds value, perceived value to the chocolate buying public, you put the source of the beans on your packaging. This package doesn't have the source of the beans. So Chuao is the company name, but almost certainly 99.9% not the source of these beans. We don't know what country they came from. We're going to try to guess that. We may or may not be right, but we don't know because they don't call it out. When a chocolate bar doesn't call out the origin of the beans, that's typically because it's a lower end, more of a bulk bean that's coming from Africa or South America, or it could be from the Caribbean or Indonesia. One of these large, more bulk chocolates origins.
Yeah, and I'm pretty familiar with the flavor profile of Venezuelan cacao, so I'll be able to we should be able to taste it and smell it.
The aroma, once we open this, the aroma didn't really resonate as
Now, a couple other things. We also make mango products.
Let's read the ingredients.
We have a milk chocolate bar with mango and a dark chocolate mango product, and also this is an inclusion bar. And one of our rules of thumb is that when you're doing inclusions, you got to make sure that the inclusion is good.
We've talked about this before.
Because a bad inclusion can ruin good chocolate, and a really good inclusion can bring up
elevate
mediocre chocolate. Yeah. So go ahead, Brian.
So on the back says, we go gaga for ripe mangoes dusted with our tangy homemade blend of lime, sea salt, and a hint of chili. Sweet with a touch of sour and spice. This south of the border treat is everything nice. So this is, as you said before, a mango, a dark chocolate, but it doesn't really call out the percentage of the bar.
It does in the ingredients. It does.
Okay.
It says 60%.
Sweet mango. It's chocolate with sweet mango sprinkled with tart lime, sea salt, and a pinch of chili and rich dark chocolate. The ingredient list is great. Premium 60% dark chocolate, which is just cacao, sugar, cocoa butter, an emulsifier, and natural vanilla. Dried mango, which is mango and a little bit of sugar dusted mango. Chili, citric acid, sea salt, and lime.
I like what I'm hearing, and the fact that sometimes what you'll see on the inclusions, your mango inclusion will actually be like sugar with mango concentrate. Yeah. So the idea that we have real mango here. Hey, good sales copy as a published author. Good sales copy. I'm interested. I'm excited for this.
This is a good ingredient list in terms of sort of cleanliness and purity, but everything about this screams bulk, non-flavored cacao.
Yep.
So this, I'm really highly hopeful that this is going to be one of those bars with a good base level chocolate with some character and an inclusion that elevates it.
Yeah, and it says it's a 60% chocolate, dark
it's
chocolate.
A little unusual they would use an emulsifier in a 60% chocolate, but not unheard of.
Not unheard of. So, all right, you're breaking it up.
Yeah, it's a thin mold.
Show the back because you can see the inclusions kind of sticking out on the back of that bar.
It's a thin mold. It says Chuao on there.
That's how you pronounce Chuao.
Right, Chuao, and you can see the lumpiness of the inclusions,
the real inclusions
in the back there. So,
and you can see it where you broke it too. So that's good.
Yeah, you can actually see the inclusions a little bit in the bar. I know the lighting's not great. So
and I don't mind this packaging either. It doesn't have that weird foil on the inside.
Yeah, I much prefer this to cardboard with a foil insert.
Yeah, and the way you break it off the top, it kind of is easy to store for later.
All right, so It's got character in the aroma.
It
so
does.
right off the bat, I want to say that this is. If you don't call out the origin and it's got character in the aroma, you're typically talking about African cacao.
Well, it smells to me like this sort of generic dark chocolate aroma, which can be really good if the cacao is well processed. So we just bought this from the grocery store. It's already kind of out of temper.
Right off the bat, they went for it with the inclusion. Good for you. Chuao.
Hey, you could break it down or I can break it down.
Go ahead, you start.
So the cacao is like, again, with a lot of these inclusion bars that we like, the chocolate's a vehicle. The chocolate is like
right.
it's good. I mean, you can get some of the roast. To me, I would lay a hefty wager. This is some bulk African
I agree.
cacao in this chocolate. The chocolate itself is like it's not even really a big part of the story. It's just sort of an accent. But they went. This is flavorful, dude.
Yeah.
This is a flavorful inclusion bar. Like you said, they went for it on the mango. You can taste it.
The texture.
You can chew it.
Nice chewy texture.
You get the lime.
I pick up the mango and the sugar they dusted it with and the lime. I wish it had a little more chili. I'm not picking up the chili. But
I'm okay without the chili because they don't call this a chili bar.
right, it's only a touch.
They put the chili in here just to kind of add to the...
So one thing I noticed, it's you get inclusion right when it comes in, and then that chocolate kind of kicks in. And
It does.
It's one of those things where it starts inclusion heavy, but it actually balances really nice in the middle. And then now I'm getting a little of that chili. As I'm getting the tail, I start to taste a little bit of that chili. That's what lingers.
And the thing about this chocolate too, and the inclusions probably contribute to this, the tail isn't lingering with any kind of weird, bitter, under-fermented acidic acid.
The chocolate is fine.
It's fine. You don't even really truthfully, the chocolate is an accent.
They're just giving a solid underbeat. It's like a base note of cacao.
But the overall recipe here
Yeah.
is really, I think this is really a good bar.
I like this.
I like this too because the inclusion.
They went, so
Yep.
here's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
The citric acid, the citric acid really gives it that citrus kick. But there's a thing where if you put on sour candy, where if you overdo citric acid, it becomes overwhelming. But this isn't that. It accentuates the chewiness of the mango.
Yeah. It almost reminds me like sometimes you might put lemon on a fruit salad just to kind of preserve it and keep it from oxidizing.
Yeah.
This just has like a nice, just a nice little bathing of some of the acidic acid.
So
I like the texture. I mean, we got whole mango in here.
So the chocolatier who signed this on the back is Michael, I believe it's Antonioni, who's a Venezuelan apparently. He talks about his journey through culinary school. It shows.
Yeah.
This is that inclusion bar. We've talked about this before. This is that inclusion bar where someone with a fine sense of taste and flavor did something, took average base chocolate and elevated it with an inclusion.
Yeah.
He got the texture right. He got the thinness right.
They care. They obviously care.
The aroma is solid.
And they're doing it at scale.
They're doing. By the way, this is a $5 grocery store bar
For 3 ounces.
for 3 ounces.
It's a really good deal.
It's a really good deal, and these are not expensive ingredients.
No.
Here's the other thing.
Yeah.
This chocolate is not expensive.
And we do something similar
Mango
with
is
our
not
inclusions
expensive.
as
That's
well.
right.
Yeah.
Mango's not
Dried
expensive.
mango.
None of these are expensive inclusions. This actually, to me, speaks of. This has the sensibility of a fine chocolatier, but it's using non-fine ingredients. And that, in my mind, is its own type of artistry. That's an artisanal approach.
That's huge, man. That's a huge
an
type of
artisanal
artistry.
approach to very mundane ingredients.
Absolutely.
And the sum is more than the parts.
So let me, on one of these last bars that we reviewed, I made the comment, like, why even make it? Why even make it? It was like maybe a Cadbury bar or something.
Yeah.
And I said, there's a bunch of human beings working in this factory who are in charge of making this product. Like, why? Why even do it?
Right.
So here we have somebody who's using also inexpensive ingredients. The bar is retailing for like what, 50 cents more, $1 more than this other bar, and yet they knock it out of the park.
And this is made on industrial equipment. It's not like
so
the chocolatier is not hovering over each batch.
So it only means one thing. The people who work for this company actually give a damn about the products that they're making, which is really refreshing.
I don't even know who made this because it doesn't say. In fact,
I don't know. We don't know who makes the chocolate.
No, and I don't know where.
But it says manufactured in Carlsbad.
It says crafted by Chuao Chocolatier. Their corporate address is Carlsbad, but I don't know if they're making it.
I think they do.
Okay.
I think they do. And even on this bite that I just got, I got a little bit of that chili. And even the chili is well balanced.
I think the chili is what lingers on the tail too. That's what the pasilla chili
and it's
is.
well balanced. It doesn't blow out your palate, but it's just there. It kind of tickles the back of your throat. It gives it another little bit of depth into the flavor. So that was a really good surprise.
The previous inclusion bar that we kind of loved the most was from Lindt in Switzerland, a company that's been doing it for 150 years. I don't know how long Chuao's been at it and Michael, but Michael, I think it's Antonioni. If you're listening to this, well done, sir. We salute you. This is a rock solid bar of chocolate.
It's fans.
Pleasant. We're sitting here eating it.
Yeah, we can't stop eating it.
And a lot of our chocolate, honestly, we throw away. This will get eaten.
Oh, yeah.
This is an absolutely solid, it's a great value. It's well put together. It's thoughtful. The information that's portrayed in the back.
I like the sales copy.
The sales copy is good.
And the product lives up to the sales copy. It is tangy. It is a tangy mango dark chocolate bar.
Honestly, I can't
The only reservation I could say about this is if you're going out trying to experience a really top chocolate.
Right.
Dark chocolate, that's not what this is.
No.
But for an inclusion bar, if you're just looking for a great chocolate experience.
That's right.
I really highly recommend this, and then we might have to review some other Chuao bars.
We must get some other Chuao bars because it's unlikely that he knocked one out of the park and the rest were like, a bunt back to the pitcher.
Yep.
My guess is that he's going to have some other inclusion bars. I'd like to try some dark chocolate by him.
I would too.
Maybe where he calls out the origin.
I don't think he has. I didn't see any bars in there.
Probably not in a grocery store.
Well, I didn't see any bars in the grocery store that were just straight chocolate. They're all inclusion bars.
Well,
which is fine by me.
Well, here's the thing. If you're gonna you need a different kind of cacao to do a 2-ingredient dark chocolate with an origin bar. That's a different kind of cacao.
Yeah.
He may offer that somewhere else, but when you're going to a supermarket, there's different economics at play.
Sure.
And
absolutely,
what he's accomplished here is what every chocolate maker should strive to accomplish. Well done, Chuao chocolate.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Unqualified recommendation on this.
Yep. All right, well, hey, there you go. It's nice to be able to do one of these reviews and give a totally positive review.
It's nice to have something delicious
that was good.
In our mouth.
Yep, so, all right. If during the summer, you need a good bar, check out Chuao.
It's very summery.
With that, absolutely.
With that citrusy note.
If you're out and about, you're on a road trip, you're in the grocery store, you're going to like this bar a lot.
Yep.
Also, if you're in Issaquah and you want to check out our chocolate, we also do mango. We have 2 mango products.
Three mango products.
3, which are totally different from this. A completely different experience, but also delicious.
We have a chili mango bar on a bed of 47% dark milk chocolate. We have dark chocolate covered dried mango, just about the same kind of mango he's using, a very gently sugar dusted dry mango. And for the ginger lovers, we have mango ginger bites, which are ginger forward and are absolutely phenomenal.
And I would say
coated in dark chocolate.
In our products, the inclusions are probably less prepared, and we lean more on the quality of the chocolate.
That's right.
But it's a whole different experience.
Yes.
I mean, you could try ours and try this one and see which one you like better. And when the weather starts to cool off, don't forget us at www.fortunatochocolate.com. The book, Finding Fortunato, is on our website and on Amazon. Brian, any last thing? Any parting words?
Thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, send us a comment. Let us know you're out there, people. We love having you listen. We love having you watch, and thank you.
Thank you.